I'm Josh Constine here at Disrupt London, and we're checking out the Startup Alley. One of the first startups we checked out here is Vitastick. So tell us, what does this startup do? What is this object you have here?
Yeah, so Vitastick is the first daily vitamin and mineral tracker, personal vitamin and mineral tracker.
So how does it work?
So you have a pen, and also you have the application. It works based on the electroacupuncture methodology, which we didn't develop, but just give it a new name. So it means that certain points, acupuncture points in your body reflects with certain levels of vitamins and minerals.
So you basically poke yourself with this stick, and then it'll tell you what vitamins are sort of in your blood?
It's not telling you what vitamins are in your blood, it's following and showing you approximate trend of certain vitamin and mineral. Yeah, you poke a certain point on your fingers or on your body, and over the weeks and course of the weeks you see the trend, how you perform.
And how much does this cost?
So currently we are finishing the Indiegogo campaign. It's $99, and the recommended selling price will be around 120 euros once it's in the sale.
Great, and just one more time, what's the name of your company and your website?
It's Vitastick, and it's www.vitastick.com.
Great, well thank you for showing us this, it looks cool. So yeah, if you want to know what kind of vitamins you're consuming, you can just try checking your skin rather than counting calories and looking at those nutritional labels. So let's see what else we can find out here. Well, apparently this startup has a fondue machine. I don't know if that's actually what it's selling, but hey, so wait, hey, this is I'm Josh with TechCrunch TV. We wanted to see, what is this fondue about?
This fondue is about, it's like chocolate, turning chocolate into code. We're a bunch of coders, we're a software development company, and what we're here to do is show you that, for example, from some very, very nice chocolate, we can turn this into some very, very nice coding ideas.
All right, what does that mean, turning chocolate into code?
Turning chocolate into code, for example, if you look at a developer, the average developer will eat about maybe 1, 2, 3 bars of chocolate a day. We're giving it all here away today for free, completely.
And what does your actual company do?
We do software development, we do full-scale software development, we do full-scale JavaScript, we do Apple, and we do Android. We do the full mobile devices.
Got it. Well, that's a good, makes sense. And what's your company's name and the URL?
The company's name is SPO, ESPEO, and the URL is espeo.eu.
That's probably good advice. If you're trying to get people to come by your booth at a startup fair, bring some chocolate, because engineers love chocolate. All right, let's see what else we can find over here. Hey guys. Hey, I'm Josh from TechCrunch. So tell us a little bit about Rent Profile. What do you guys do?
What we do is it's the first UK landlord background check. So it's preventing rental fraud, which is actually growing year on year. So 44% increase last year.
So what is rental fraud?
Rental fraud is in different forms, but the most obvious one is probably like when somebody pretends to be a landlord. So they use one of these free listing sites normally, and they might be the existing tenant or an old tenant. They've got access, and they take money off someone. You know, rents are so high, it can be thousands of pounds. They do this over and over, and maybe in a weekend. And then maybe they go away with the money, and that's that, and they do it elsewhere.
Got it. So basically you guys are helping people make sure that the people they're going to pay as their landlord actually own the property, and they're not just giving their money away to someone random.
Not just that. I mean, we do an awful lot of checks here. So we look at if they're licensed. So for instance, in this area of London right now, you need to be on a register as a landlord. But if you go 20 minutes walk down the road in Hackney, where I live, you don't need a license. So there's all this government regulation that's not really done too well, and it's kind of complicated for an everyday person to understand, and we simplify all this. And we also have previous tenants reports and all sorts, prosecutions information, and we have an API.
Great. So tell us one more time, what's the name of the company and the URL?
The name of the company is Rent Profile, and the URL is rentprofile.co.
Wonderful. Thank you for showing us this. Cheers. Hey, I'm Josh from TechCrunch TV. We wanted to see a little bit about what is this headset you guys have here?
This one is basically PCVR on your phone. All right?
So what does that mean?
That means that you can stream Steam VR compatible games to your mobile phone in a Google Cardboard.
Wow, so instead of having to use your laptop to play Steam games, you can play them right on your phone on a VR headset.
Actually, no. This one makes you think your computer makes thinks that this is an HTC Vive.
Oh wow, that's incredible.
So you are playing a VR game. He's playing a VR game right now that's running behind him, It's Project Cars, but he's playing it on his phone.
Wow, so normally you would need a whole computer rig and a big expensive VR headset to do that.
Well, yeah, well, you still need a computer rig because you need to stream the game, but you don't need an HTC Vive or an Oculus Rift. You basically have your phone.
Cool. I really like the design of these headsets. They're pretty, sort of a third eye kind of style.
From a Polish company.
You said they're from a Polish company?
Yeah, Polish company, DaVinci VR. We work with them when cross-promoting our product with them.
Cool. And so what's the name of the company and the URL?
Well, we are RiftCat. The URL is riftcat.com, and you can get more details up there.
Great. Thank you very much for showing us that. Cheers. So TechCrunch London, this is the biggest startup alley we've ever had in Europe, which means we have companies from not only all over Europe, but all over the world. So we're trying to figure out what was the most interesting things that we should be showing on stage and in the TechCrunch offices. So let's see if we can find something else that looks cool. This actually sounds kind of interesting. Hey there, hey, I'm Josh from TechCrunch. I wanted to see if you could tell us a little bit about the newsroom. Sorry to interrupt.
Okay, cool. Yeah, well, we're the ad server for content. So we allow publishers to act like Facebook, which means that we allow them to surface the right story for the right user, which is something that they don't really do at this point in time.
Yes, it seems like a lot of websites you go to them and it's the same for everyone, and I might see lots of stories that I'm not interested in.
Exactly, yeah. So this is, we allow them to capture a lot of signals, like for example, social media referral, navigation history, connection type, device type, and just give them the right headline at the right time.
Right, so normally we see this kind of technology for advertising so that when you go to a website you see advertising that's native and personalized to you, but you guys are doing the same for content.
It's actually exactly the same infrastructure. It's based on ad tech infrastructure, but it's done for content.
Cool, and what's the name of the company and your URL?
It's the newsroom, and it's thenewsroom.io.
Great, well thank you very much for showing us and good luck. Let's see what else we got. This kind of looks kind of pretty. Hey there guys, I'm Josh from TechCrunch. I wanted to see if someone could tell us a little bit about this startup.
Yeah, sure. Startup's called Shopsinity. Shopsinity effectively allows customers to be able to go into a store, be able to capture an item that they see and like, they save it to their watch list, and they'll effectively get notified when the item drops in price or it comes back in stock, or if there are other similar items nearby.
So how do they save them? Do they just take a picture of them, or is there like a URL or like a code or something?
So you effectively utilize both those options. You can take a picture of that particular item, and also you can enter URL of that particular product and then return back that same item or something similar.
So that sort of helps people do that showrooming practice where you go to a physical store, can check out an item, but then maybe find it for cheaper online, right?
Exactly, and I think we're working on the basis that up to 70% of customers who enter a store never buy it in that particular store, and most of them effectively mentally save it for later, either 2 weeks time when they get paid or when they're about to go on holiday. So we make it easy for those customers to be able to save that particular item, and then when they're ready to buy, they can effectively buy at the click of a button. And for the retailer, it gives them insights in terms of actually what customers are actually interested in, because currently this is a blind spot that a lot of retailers don't have a clue on.
Great, well thank you very much for showing us this. What's the name of the company one more time and the URL?
Yeah, Shopsinity, and shopsinity.com, shopcinity.com.
Great, well thank you very much for showing us and good luck. Let's see what else we can find out here. I'm really excited about being here this year because, you know, in the US there's so many startup conferences, but out here there's not quite as many, and so people are just really excited to be here. And a lot of the companies, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry, ma'am. And a lot of the companies just don't have a lot of opportunities to get to show off the same way that they do in America. So we're excited to see what else we get to find out here. Let's go over here. Cool. Looks like we got a virtual advisor for digital marketing. Hey, could somebody here tell us a little bit about Crystal? Hey, I'm Josh from TechCrunch. I wanted to hear a little bit about Crystal. Would you be able to tell us? Sorry to interrupt.
So Crystal is the first virtual advisor for digital data. Basically, you could connect all of your social media channels or other data sources with a few clicks, and then you could ask via voice or via chat for your KPIs and gain instant information wherever you are.
So basically, instead of having to run all these numbers yourself and do a whole bunch of spreadsheets and extra work, this will compile all that data for you?
Yeah, exactly. So this is the first benefit you get, so instant access to information, but we also work a lot on getting this information actionable. So this is actionable KPIs. And on the other side, we use machine learning and custom AI technologies to make predictions on that data. So, for example, you could just discover your best time to post just by asking when my best time to post on Facebook would be. And then we send you a simple time range. And if if you publish content on that time range, you will get a better reach on with your fans.
Great. Well, thank you for showing us this. And one more time, what's the name of the company and the URL?
So the company is called Crystal, and the URL is crystal.io.
Great. Well, thanks so much for showing us. Great. Well, thanks a lot for coming along with us in the Startup Alley, and hope you stick around to see more from TechCrunch Disrupt London.